Okay, when you're proving a trigonometric identity, you want to work down one side only, and you can pick the side. Usually you pick the one that's more complicated and try to transform it into the less complicated. Here, that's up in the air. I chose to work on this side. So here's the identity symbol. And first thing I would do is square this binomial. And then I'll say to myself, look, on the left side, we got a fraction, so somehow we got to introduce a fraction. I might convert everything to sines and cosines right off the bat, but look what happened here. If I transform cosecant into 1 over the sine of t, cotangent into cosine over sine, I get, at least I've introduced a fraction. I've got sine squared t in the denominator of this middle term. And now if I add all these terms together by getting a common denominator, I have to multiply this term by sine squared t, top and bottom, and this term by sine squared t, top and bottom. And then I've got a common denominator here. So I've got cosecant squared times sine squared, 2 cosine t from this term right here, cotangent squared times sine squared, all over sine squared. You could show an intermediate step here. Cosecant is 1 over, squared is 1 over sine squared. And then I have that sine squared. So that first term becomes a 1. That's this one right here. 2 cosine t remains the same. And then cotangent squared times sine squared. Cotangent is cosine squared over sine squared. Sine squareds cancel out. And now this is a perfect square trinomial in the numerator. It can be written as a binomial squared. And there it is. Sine squared, we're going to finally use another trigonometric identity, a Pythagorean identity. Sine squared is equivalent to 1 minus cosine squared, which is a difference of squares. So I can rewrite it this way: 1 plus cosine times 1 plus cosine over 1 plus cosine, 1 minus cosine. These factors of 1 plus cosine t cancel out. And there I've transformed the right side to look exactly like the left side. We are done. Quod erat demonstratum. There you go. Hope that helped. If you have any questions, post a comment.